Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're playing on Live Oaks in the rain with the T110-e3. Now, I know. I'm a premium spammer in my E3. But only in the E3. Everything else I change rounds just like the rest of us. But anyway, I digress. In my E3 I shoot premiums.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take
So we're going to go over here to the right to the city because Slow tank, and they have a T92. I don't want anything to do with the T92 when I'm in my E3. It's just the way it is. E3s are guaranteed to be targeted by an RD the moment that they're spawned. And I know this because I play RD. And that's what I do. Somebody says, hey man, there's an E3. I immediately stop what I'm doing, target the E3, and start raining hell on the E3. The reason I do this is the E3 is such a good tank. It's got ridiculous front armor. The lower plate is about the only place you're going to pin this thing, unless you get the sides or the back. It's got a ridiculous gun. I believe it's 155 millimeters, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. But it's got a ridiculous gun, ridiculous front armor, a great fire rate, which is faster than most tier 10 tank destroyers. And put it this way, this tank will mess you up. And it's also slow. And it's got a big flat surface on top. So if you manage to hit it with an RD, bad things happen.
Target locked.
And there I just tried to do a clutch shot real quick. I was just trying to get a shot off before he took off. And missed the shot, you know. You'll see me do that occasionally. I try to do clutch shots where you just pull up, lock on, and pull the trigger. And that doesn't work very often. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a gamble. I mean, if you really don't have time to wait that extra second or second and a half and you need to get that shot out, a lot of the times that shot's going to go where you're aiming. But sometimes you miss, and that was one of the times I missed. So, most of their team is on the railroad tracks right now. I can see this because I got my TAC map up. Also, my team is incessantly screaming through the mic, and I can't understand a word he's saying. He's literally just yelling into the mic, and it's breaking up. So I have told him over and over again, dude, stop yelling. I get it. There are people coming to our base. We're pushing. Calm down. Oh, there we go. VK-45 just got a big old round right in the backside. Ended his day early. Alright, so I'm telling my guys, hey, I'm muting this guy, and then I'm going to push. We need to get through this. And there's another one of those clutch shots where the shot should have killed the guy. Instead, I get a bad roll and it hits his track and actually does nothing. And this autoloader is tunnel vision so hard trying to kill somebody else that I just rolled right out in front of him and he didn't even take a shot. But anyway, so we're not going to stop. We need to keep rolling. I say we're not going to stop and stop. But we need to keep rolling. We need to get to their base as quickly as possible to get these guys to come back. So, up the road here, looks like we've got a chieftain. He looks to be mostly hauled out. And he's behind a building. There we go. And we get a bad RNG shot. That shot, I put at his front plate, which is where he doesn't have very much armor. And it went high and hit his turret, where he does have armor. So, this is, you know, sometimes you get those rolls, and I'm used to them in RD, so zooming in, this shot's not going to do that again. There we go, 850 right down the pipe. That made him change what he was thinking.
Enemies looking right at us.
And I can guarantee you, if I get another shot out, this feller's done. And he's done before I even get another shot. So we're just like a slow, methodical train, just rolling straight to their spawn. So I need to get into that cap. I look to my right to make sure that the RD didn't pop up. There's no RD. And that means that he's pushed up with them. That's very important, because you do not want to accidentally forget about a T-92. You guys see what happens when you forget about an 8-inch howitzer.
Focus on this
Now
location.
imagine a 300, I think it's 340 millimeter cannon. Like, you can't forget about that. You just can't. But anyway, we get a couple guys into the circle, and my hopes isn't to cap here, because there's too many people. That's a lot of XP sitting there waiting for us to get. So I don't want to cap. I want them to come back after me. So once we got 2 more people into the cap, I rolled out, and I told them I will stop these guys' advance, hopefully. So we're gonna get a good shot here on this E-Hundo's bottom, and there we go. Right next to the track on the bottom plate is where that shot hit. So basically anywhere on that bottom plate, if you can get a shot in, you're gonna pin on an E-Hundo as long as you got a good gun.
Been detected.
So now this E-Hundo's in a bad position, and he thinks that I can't do anything to him. But you see that light bar?
Nice shot.
That's a guaranteed pin every single time. Especially if you're shooting APCR from an E3 like point blank. Like that's gonna pin no matter what. But if that's all you can get a shot into, that's a great shot to get, is that little light bar with a little cup right there on top of this tank. Now you're gonna see me make a couple mistakes right here, and I get tunnel visioning on the mouse, and I forget that you can actually shoot underneath the train, and that E-Hundo makes me pay with that 15-centimeter gun. He put a hurting on me right there. Now the Moss is just rolling straight to the cap because he knows he has to reset the cap. Now I see another heavy tank behind me, so I turn around, and what happens? You guessed it. That E-Hundo and that 15-centimeter gun again. But you saw me take a shot at that Liberty, and I completely whiffed on it. Again, you know, I take those shots when I don't have a whole lot of time, and a lot of times it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. This is not one of those games where it's paying off. Now this Motherland about goofed us both by just like driving in and then stopping, but I mean I would have pushed him out of the way if I had to. But we're gonna try to sneak up behind this E-Hundo, and he spots us right here. So we need to get around, and he tries a clutch shot, he misses, I don't. Okay, now we need to push back towards the Moss. And there it is. The already done smacked him. We had a T-92 of our own, and he finally hit something. And he'll brag at the end of the game about how he saved the game because he killed the Moss. But I digress. Anyway, I'm going to roll back up onto the railroad tracks. Our guy's starting to cap, so I'm going to get back up here and stop them from advancing. And you're about to see me almost crap my pants. And you'll see why in a minute. Alright, Tiger 2, there goes half his health, no big deal. And that's a T-92 that I just rolled up next to. And there it is. He missed his shot. Thank God. Otherwise I'd be dead. Tried to sneak a shot into the side of the superstructure, that Yag Tiger. And now I'm rolling off the side of the bridge. Don't die, don't die. Okay, we're safe. And game over, we capped the base. Not real great, or not real happy about him capping, but we did 5,600 damage, 1,600 assisted, and 4,900 blocked. The power of the Sloth was real this match. So if you like what I'm doing, and you like my videos, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.